Hi, this is Bill Hitchcock, and we're just trying out a few things, seeing what happens with our webcam here. I want to see if we can focus in on some numbers. I've got some number conversions, where we're going to go with a number like 347. And the key thing is that these are what we call base 10 numbers, or it's the same thing as what we'd say it's a decimal number, right? And the whole concept is that we've got a number where in the rightmost column, this is the ones position, next to it is the tens position, and then next to that is the hundreds position. Or another way of thinking of it is if you thought of this as being 10 to the 0 power, any number x to the 0 always equals 1. Next to it is 10 to the first, then next to that 10 squared, 10 cubed, 10 to the fourth, and so on. We could keep going out that way. So 10 to the 0 is indeed 1. 10 to the first is 10. 10 squared is 10 times 10, or 100. 10 cubed is 10 times 10 times 10, which is 1000. 10 to the fourth, 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, 10 times 10 four times, 10,000. All right, so in order to figure out what I'm looking at here, I take whatever symbol I have in my ones column, in this case a 7, multiply that by 1, and we get 7. 4 times 10 is 40. 3 times 100 is 300. I don't have any thousands, I don't have any, so this is just 0, 0. So if we add all those numbers up, I've got 340 plus 7, which that equals 347. So we can understand that concept about how we, put numbers together. Another way of thinking about this is, back when you were in elementary school, you might have learned to think of the ones as being just little cubes. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cubes. And then I've got 4 more where if you think of it as though I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 cubes altogether. So think of that as being one long tray here. So there's 4 of those. So that would be 40 small cubes. And then finally we've got 10 of these trays together, which makes one large box. And I have 3 of those. So it gives you the idea of spatially what that number might look like. 300, so think of this as 100 cubes, 100 cubes or boxes, and finally another 100 boxes that we can think of that. All right, so that's the first part of thinking in terms of numbers and in terms of quantities. And next what we're going to do is take a look at some other number systems.